ministers, Secretary General and Head of Civil Service, Chief of Protocol, Director of Press, Permanent Secretaries, and other senior government officials. I would like to welcome you to this, to the 4th Cabinet Retreat here in Kanilai. Your Excellency, time and again, human civilization have been challenged by the phenomenon of planning. Human development is progressive, and there is always room for improvement and betterment. And the issue of planning is critical. The Cabinet Retreat, initiated by Your Excellency, has now become an integral part of our national planning strategy and development process. Your Excellency, please allow me to draw on a divine lesson on the essence of strategic planning. I'll refer to Surah Yusuf, which is a popular surah, a story related to Prophet, may peace be upon him, Yusuf, alayhi salam. He had a dream, and he said, "Indeed, I have seen in a dream 7 fat cows being eaten by 7 that were lean, i.e. very thin, and 7 green spikes of grain and others that were dry." The king at the time was looking for interpretation to this dream. His sorcerers were unable to decipher the meaning of this dream. Fortunately for him, a convict who was released gave the information about Prophet Yusuf at the time, who was incarcerated. Prophet Yusuf was called upon to interpret this dream. And he did. He said, "You will plant for 7 years consecutively, and what you harvest, leave in its spikes, except for a little from which you will eat. Then will come after that 7 difficult years, which you will consume what you saved for them, except a little from which you will store. Then will come after that a year in which the people will be given grain, and in which they will press olives and grapes." Your Excellency, I have found elements of planning in this story, and I thought it's a story that inspirations can actually be drawn from. This story embodies elements of continuity of planning, measurement, assessment, savings, storage for a rainy day, sustainability for the period of 7 years, comparative advantage, because this nation, they would have been able to get rain for a certain period. So that's what they have. So they've got to actually build upon what they have, the resources what they have, in order to plan for the future. So I was wondering this question: if it were today, what would happen? What would be the approach? In those days when technology was very crude and knowledge was not as sophisticated as today. So I was pondering on this. But if those nations, in spite of the scarce resources that were available to them at then, they were able to weather the storm, What about us in this age, 21st century, the age of globalization, the age of technology? What could be done? So this is for reflection. So without wasting much time, I would now like to call upon the Honorable Secretary General to come forward and deliver his statement. Thank you.
Permanent secretaries, members of the press, the protocol, and the security, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I would like to first and foremost, on behalf of His Excellency the President of the Republic, the Chief Host, welcome all of you to the 4th Cabinet Retreat here in Kanilai. Before I go any further, please allow me to avail myself of this opportunity on behalf of my colleagues present here and the entire civil service, not only to warmly congratulate His Excellency the President, Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya A.J. Jammeh, on his historic landslide victory at the recent polls, but also to pay tribute to him and the entire Gambian populace for the extraordinarily dignified, orderly, free, fair, transparent, and peaceful manner in which the elections were conducted. The prevalence of social tranquility during campaigning, voting, and post-election periods entirely proved our detractors awfully wrong. This shows to the world that democracy in the Gambia has come of age. This retreat is timely and unique, Your Excellency, being organized in the wake of the immediate aftermath of the democratic process in which the Gambian people gave Your Excellency the President a huge mandate, representing a legitimate renewal of faith and confidence in your visionary leadership. Naturally, this comes with high expectations from the citizenry. And clearly, the Gambian people are generally in support of this government's development blueprints. But overwhelming endorsement at the recent polls means that the pace of delivery and quality of social services ought to be accelerated and deepened in accordance with the heightened expectations. This is why, in the next couple of days, as senior government functionaries, we must embrace this opportunity as a moment of soul searching to reflect and interact over cross-cutting development issues, harmonized and build synergies to ensure vertical integration in our wider development endeavors. Mr. Chair, Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, as we have launched the program for accelerated growth and employment page this afternoon, it is important to acknowledge the inadequacies of the preceding development strategic plans consistent with the integrated processes. The analysis of the predecessor plans indicated that they had yielded some remarkable successes, but there still remain huge challenges such as employment creation and income poverty, which remains lightly elusive. Also, macroeconomic stability achieved over the years could not lead to significant increase in private investment, especially in the labor and capital intensive areas, such as agriculture and ecotourism. The page, therefore, has been